Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today I'm just going to be doing a trade review of how the trade went today and what are the entries I took. I'll be showing that based on the view. See, yesterday I had posted this video yesterday or day before yesterday, but based on how to trade based on trend line, CPRs and price action, which was good. And even the 7th Feb analysis that we had done, we pretty much went in the direction of the analysis that we had done, so we confidently took the trades. See, this was the analysis that we had. Before I come to what trades I took, I'll be just showing you the analysis that we had for today was, if this level of 38,350 breaks, will probably hit 38,090. These are all the previous price action support. And if this 38,000 breaks, we might hit the budget day low, that is 37,700. Well, I've stopped trading for the day. I'll tell you why. I do have my own set of rules which I follow. When it's a stop, it's a stop. See, the bearishness in the market was seen in this third 15-minute candle itself. When the market came to 37,700, the way this got rejected, there was a huge selling pressure. So we kind of had a bearish view. We're just waiting for confirmations to enter. The best confirmation came when this previous day low broke. This is a 5-minute chart in Banknifty. It looks a little messy, but these are nothing but the CPR levels, and this yellow blue is nothing but the Camarilla pivot levels, and these lines are the EMAs. Okay, the red is 20, blue is 50, black is 100, and the thick pink is 200. That's how I categorize the EMAs. Obviously we can change color based on our own needs, right? See, after this big rejection that came, we were looking for short. Okay, then we kind of waited for a nice inverted hammer at a pivot, or this black trend line. We had a break of this trend line. So each time, if you observe this price action, each time we were coming to this level, right, this zone, we were being rejected, that is 38,680. Each time we were coming here, we were being rejected, so we had the zone marked. And exactly after this candle, when we retested this 20 EMA, got this kind of inverted hammer, and we rejected the weekly pivot. This dotted purple line that you see is the weekly pivot. Hope the chart is clear. I've tried to magnify as much as possible. And see, in this particular indicator that I use, which I have made, I have included everything: the Camarilla pivot, the EMAs, and the weekly, daily, monthly CPR. So the chart will look a little messy since I have done it. It's pretty easy for me. I'll be explaining all the levels, what is what. So on this 20 EMA, when we took rejection, I took 38,700 PE. See, as the VIX was high, right? As the VIX was going high in the morning, it was 19. So it's best to take in the money. So that's why 38,700 PE I took. And if the next candle had closed above this pivot or above the 20 EMA, I would have taken my stop loss. Immediately the next candle kind of broke this trend line that we had. We had this trend line more from the beginning, yeah, something like this. So immediately it broke the trend line, and it broke this Camarilla pivot L3. In the regular pivot, it will be R3, I guess. So it broke this pivot. Then the next follow-up 5-minute candle broke the previous day low. This was the best entry based on the CBR logic. Okay, the immediate target was S1, that hit. Then the next target was this Camarilla L4, even that hit. And if this type of price action came, we exited the 37,000 PE. This was the best chunk of the trade that we had. Then over here, as we were rejecting this Camarilla L4, took a scalp for 38,000 PE, 38,400 PE. Then immediately I exited here because we had this price action support. What is this price action support? Is nothing but on this 15-minute chart I showed you, we had one support over here, that is around 38,040. Okay, 38,340. The next support was here, 38,100 or so. So based on that, since we got one good trade, rest all were small scalps. That's how I do trading, scalping. So took a small scalp here. So by now we have concluded that it's going to be a bearish day, right? So we'll be looking to scalp on the downside wherever possible. Over here I scalped for 38,300 PE, got a good move. These two candles, when this green candle came, I exited, then kind of took a break. Otherwise there was a beautiful entry. See, I kind of took a break, like I'm sitting from morning 8:30 seeing the charts and everything, right? Obviously even everybody needs breaks, so took a break, missed this entry, but there was a beautiful entry over here, kind of this inverted hammer rejecting this price action support that we had. I missed that, but that was also one good entry. Then over here again I tried to take 38,200 P scalping. I took loss, immediately exited and stopped for the day. And this is the trades that I've taken. See, 38,700 P was a good chunk. Forget about the money, it's just the trades that I'm showing. I mean, like, forget about the profit that is there, but the trades that I'm, see, 38,400 P was a small scalp, small profit. 38,000 P was a bigger scalp, little bigger profit, and this 38,700 P was a good scalp on the downside. So that was a good chunk of the trade. See, obviously if I had held 38,700 P until this S2, I would have definitely made more money. But this is the way, this is the kind of trading that I like and I do. So one should always kind of find what works for them, right? This works for me. I don't want to stay too long in a trade, especially in Banknifty. I take an entry, get out at the nearest level, enter again if required. And when I do scalping, this is just a rule that I follow. Like, everybody can make their own rules, right? This is just a rule that I follow. There's not the right way of doing it. I'll keep scalping until one trade I take a loss, and then I stop if I'm in good profits. So today, as we reached our extended targets of, see, after this again, sorry, the Bank Nifty broke even this S2 and Camarilla L5, and we went lower, but I had already stopped, so I decided to stop trading. Obviously now my next view is we might hit this level. If today it's we still have time, today it's only about 2:11, we still have enough of time, about another 1.5 hours. So easily maybe we'll hit this level, 37,700, the budget day low. From here we can get a reversal, and there's also a weekly pivot here close by. Let me just turn on the weekly pivots. See, we have weekly S1 here, so this can also be a good target. Then we have daily S3. Then we have the monthly CPR, which is also the budget day low. So probably maybe today it will be just be sideways for now, or maybe in another 1.5 hours we can hit here, I don't know, but I've stopped trading for the day. Now tomorrow, if we break this level, right, again I would look for a short, that is 37,700. Obviously the analysis video will come in the evening, I'll be explaining about that. So the trades that I've taken is this, and when I call it a stop, I call it a stop, right? So that's why I just decided to make this video. Hope this was helpful. But forget about scalping, okay? Now just forget about scalping the way I trade. Scalping, forget about it. Now just look at the CPR logic and whatever the CPR logic that I go by. This video, right? CPR logic for intraday trading. If we just followed that, there was a beautiful entry here. First target S1, even S1 broke. Even a more safer entry was here when previous day low and S1 broke. Perfectly S2 hit. This was the perfect CPR trade from S1 to S2. Then you could have just kept trailing stop loss and probably taken profits at 50% of. See, that is what I've told even in the video, right? That even 50% profit we can take if you had just kept trailing stop loss. And when this green candle came, almost 50% of S2 and S3 hit, we could have booked profits here. This was a good trade. But because I do, my lot size is little more, I use for scalping, I try and exit early. But just wanted to share this trades that I've taken today. That's it. Thank you.